Hey guys, I promised to come back tonight, but I was out for a run, ended up getting called up for work tonight. So we're going to do just kind of a quick run through 30, 40 minutes tops before I got to delta out of here myself. So we finished up all the intro stuff last night, character creation, a lot of tutorial portions of it. Now we're going to start on some of the other stuff. So we got the initial mission out of the way. Setting up the base of the whole storyline of this game. Go to Lizzie's bar between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. I'm not going to do that just yet. Normally, what I do now that we're out in the open, so to speak, but we only have the Kabuki area. I won't go map. So currently, this is the only available area. It's these three, four boroughs, districts, whatever. That's all we can do right now. All these little guys, these gigs, right now they're all trying to be, well, except for that one, high danger. It's because my level's pretty light. We're at level 3. Still doable. It's going to give us a good amount of experience and cash and loot and street cred, which is another important part of this game. I like to build all that stuff before I actually get going on any of these larger ones and get myself outfitted as best I can before I actually hit the main quest line, which is going to take us over to Kompeki Plaza, which is right there. But there's other quests before that, missions before that, but we're not going to worry about those just now. We're going to go do some gigs, especially since I don't have that much time. They're usually kind of quick and easy to do. Oh, yeah, we're going to do that one actually. Well, first we'll go ahead and make that one. Yeah, stop it. All right, whatever. So, this is the very first police mission I'd like to do. Try it there. And it's a pretty easy one to do, especially if you do it stealth-wise. Sometimes it goes tits up and you end up having to outright fight, but it can be accomplished stealthily. You don't need any kind of special. That's what I like about this game. So you don't really need to be a particularly stealth adept to be stealthy. You can get those perks, so it'll make it easier, but it's not required. I do recommend it. One, that's the kind of gameplay I like. I like being stealthy. And two, there we go. Okay. Yeah, no, you get bonuses for it in this game, as I mentioned before. So here's what we're gonna do. There's a crime going on up in that little walkway up there. And there's like 4 tiger claws, I think. Oh, there's one of the victims there. Take your stuff off of them. So let's see here. That's a new gun we got last night. Our first iconic, which is the Dying Light. It's a Lexington automatic pistol. It's nice, especially for up close. All right, so we go here. You can kind of peek around. I can't peek up to the bucket here. There we go. So there's one guy, another one, and another one. So we're new, crouching, go around, grab her, being the gentleman I am, pull around, and light nights out. So one of the important things about pulling around the corners so that when somebody happens to churn or they start their paths or patrols, they don't see the bodies, which will alert them. So he's going over there. Let's see what we can do here. So, get there. I've discovered. Oh yeah, done. So that's the use of cover too. Not something I usually make a ton of use of, but in these lower levels, you don't have the armor to really battle out blow to blow. So definitely make use of that when you can. And if you like doing it, if you like using cover, there's quite a few perks when it comes to assault. Treat if you're going to do that utilize cover. All right, so there's the information ricochet weapons. Power weapons allow you to control direction of bullet ricochets. You have the draw line perk and the ballistic coprocessor cyber install. I usually do make any use of that. Maybe I should try for this game. They usually always have shards that'll kind of give you a background on that particular crime, what's going on. Track down the Ripper. Anyway, usually some backstory. Sometimes you get some information. Sometimes it's got some allusions to other sci-fi stuff. Oh, okay. So she's still moving around. I think that she's actually not dead. It's because when I shot her, I didn't get her in the head. Shots on the appendages will act as a non-lethal takedown. Oh, let's see what we got here. So this is also a good way. That's why I like these crime areas, because you can get some good mods for weapons and usually some decent money as well. These eddies. Skin. So most of the time, street cred gives me credit for that. Street cred, if I haven't talked about it already, is important because it's what allows you to buy those higher mods. That's the biggest part. I think it also affects some dialogue options. But usually, since I tend to focus on getting all the gigs done, all that stuff out of the way before I hit some of that main stuff, doesn't usually end up being an issue for me to have the appropriate amount of street cred for whatever I'm doing. That being said, so as I'm playing, when I get out of this initial area, after I do the first main quest line for Konpeki Plaza, then I'll run into this higher mods where I haven't quite hit that street cred yet. Only got one vehicle right now. Call that the Hella. That's funny, Hella. We are in California. Yeah, in case you didn't realize that, yeah, Night City is supposed to be in California. Alright, let's go to the first gig. Yeah. For me, lights in this game are just a suggestion. Oh, there's another crime location. This one actually has a nice motorcycle I like. Not what you can keep, but you can grab for a little bit. Alright, so this one's got some, what are they, scabs? Yeah, they're scabs. Right next to the hospital, makes sense since they like to scavenge parts. Yeah, there we go. So we're not in the, you can see me, but we're not in the danger zone yet, so they don't worry about me just yet. Okay, and we can get over that. I don't have any mods yet that allow me to jump over, but what I can do, get to higher ground, and I'm going to leap over this barbed wire fence. Well, that does hurt you, but nothing major. Sneak around here. Right here, there's a guy that patrols over here. I'll drink it. There you go. There's. Almost saw me. You can see them on the top right. Once you've spotted them, they'll tell you. It kind of shows you where what they're looking at. So even though he kind of sees me, he doesn't really pay much attention to me. Go back. They saw me drink that water, or the drink earlier. So drinks, unless it's alcohol, typically gives you bonuses to endurance. Doesn't ever hurt to have that active. That one's going for, I think, over 7 minutes. Food will give you some health gen, which particularly before you've gotten the perks, that's going to be about your only regen stat if you can get that going. Alright, so we got some of those guys there. Let's see if I can get behind that one. Oh yeah, bodies typically have cash on. Oh, let me come over here. No suppressor yet. Plus I wouldn't think about any weapon suppressor because he's still in line of sight of the other guys. I don't want to find this yet. Some games like doing stealth, it takes longer because you end up waiting around for people to turn or walk away or do whatever. Just depends on how you want to play. If you want to go in there balls out, you can do that too. Like I said, there's lower levels when you don't have the armor. You're just not going to last as long, so you got to make use of that cover. Like I said, I like stealth though, and that's kind of part of this. I think it's kind of part of the mentality of the whole game. Being in the city is kind of adopting that stealth approach. And when we counter it, I'll point out again, I'm sure, but you get bonuses for that in particular missions. Okay, turned around. Let's see if I can get over there. Yeah. Kind of talked about tech weapons earlier, but there's a decides to give you a tutorial on it there for some reason. There's some ammo. We're good. Good on ammo. Yeah, that kind of takedown is the only way to really sound like we can do it right next to somebody. Anything else, whether it's a knife or a suppressed pistol, you're still going to, if they're staying right next to it, they're still going to see it. All right. So there's the background of this area. Yeah. So like I said, they're scavenging stuff. Anyway. Got some money there for me? Every Eddie. Every Eddie. There we go. You got a 6 group level. Nothing on you. Max stock. Search to go max stock. Some good shirt. And this is going to be the contact there who's selling their shit, but yeah. Anyway. So, there you go. Did that one completely stealth-like. And that's the motorcycle I was talking about. See, I kind of like that. Look at it. It's going to be the Brennan Apollo. We'll come across free Apollo later. It's an Altacado Nomad once it's painted up. I like the simplicity of this one. You can even, which is what I'm saying earlier, I wish that your vehicles could be modified or at least painted. But that's not an option they give in the game, unfortunately. Right over here. Alright, as we were going. I do recommend, so as you get along, you have the ability to you'll skip fast travel points, you'll be able to fast travel places. If you don't have to, I would. You get the chance to discover a lot of stuff. Just drive to the city. So unless you're in a rush, I recommend not fast traveling. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, he's still alive. These vehicles are really very durable. Alright, so you get these messages. It's kind of funny. It leaves the mission, it's kind of funny at the end of every giveaway. But Bart Moss Collective is kind of a Marxist online thing. It's a big joke name. But anyway, we'll put that down. Frame rates. Frame rate dropping. When you see weird stuff like that, usually pays to check it out. Even if nothing pops up on your minimap. I think this one does actually have a little thing to it. Oh yeah, the crash next to it there. Oh, you see that? Now sometimes when they're gold, it's like a quest or mission item. I don't think it is in this case. Not all the time. What we got? We got some alcohol. We got a max stock. Alcohol can still be good for sale. I mean, if anything, you can sell it. Oh man, so that's what it says here. On my way now. On my way now, pumpkin. Please don't be mad. We're just check time. Celebrate it. Driving drunk and high again. Don't worry. Yep. Don't drink and drive, folks. Do not drink and drive. Yeah, I can't even drive the car. So inconsiderate. All right. That's what you're doing. That's why this game, man. There's so much side stuff. It really it enriches the whole experience. Yeah. All these little stories going on. Doesn't always lead to anything or mission-wise, but it kind of helps fill in the stories of Night City. Makes it feel more alive, more real. One of the things I'm thinking about doing is, what I wanted to do with this is talk a lot about the background, the story, and everything went into it. I thought about doing it while playing, but I realized I was running too much gameplay stuff. So I think I may do a just chatting stream one of these days just to talk about it and do that part of it. Alright, so here's our very first gig, people. Oh,
hey,
and they always
got a
call
friend
it
in
beforehand.
need. Wants to snatch back an eye he lost playing cards. An implant, I mean. Should be some easy breezy ads. You in? Catch the deets attached.
Here we go. Search and recovery. And I'll just give you a little bit more information on it. Most of it's storyline stuff. Sometimes there'll be something important in it. Like they'll mention how they don't want you to do something. There's one, I don't know, toward the end of the Badlands gigs where they don't want you to kill anybody. It's not really explicit at first, but it's in there. Typically, I've done it enough now that I don't really read through them anymore. All right, so we gotta go retrieve an eyeball. This place here. It's a relatively easy one, especially if you're careful. You don't have to do much. So we're gonna make use of some quick hacks right now. Let's eat some food. Yeah, see, it starts regenerating. Now it's an auto combat thing when it comes to food, but always good to have. So I could breach it, which will make it cheaper. It's free to breach. We'll go ahead and do it just to kind of show 1C, 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 1C. Done. Easy peasy. Now it's going to make it a little cheaper. If you notice, now its distract is only one. I think it was two before. Do a distract. It's going to notify that guy right there. Peeping Tom. Weird. Anyway, get him looking over there. And guess what? Hello. In the dumpster you go. There's not really a chance this guy being discovered, but it's not a bad habit to build if you're trying to be stealth-like. This particular character, he's not going to be a full stealth. Like, I'll make some that are full stealth. Usually I do it with my blades when I do that. Those are fun. I like playing that way. And I just finished a game that was like that, so that's why I'm doing this one a little different. It's going to have Mantis blades as backup is the plan, but I'm not going to go too crazy about it. Probably going to stick with pistols more than anything. Okay, there's one person here. Now, if you notice, I still see other people here that are looking. She's still counting this way, so there's another distraction. Now, since I did the breach protocol, it covers everything in the system, so this one's also cheaper on the distract. This one's still a chance because there's a guy looking, so you might be better off instead of trying to dump her like I normally would. Grab her, see if they see me, get out of the way, and gentleman I am again, 99. Still alive. You see she's still kind of moving around. Got everything super like those. Alright, so she is down in the crouch. She's up there. We're going to go ahead and go over here. You can force this button. We don't need the cards since I got the strength for it. And there's his eyeball. Take that. There's an access point, but you notice there, I've only got 3. I don't need 4 until I do it. When I find one, I'll show you guys just to kind of go over the basics of it. One that I can access. There's some stuff. Look at that. Nice abstract painting worth 3 eddies. Not much. $0. Always grab the cash. And over here, let's see if we can get to it here. Just for information purposes. This is the key card. So if you didn't have the strength, say you weren't doing something with strength, and you left that at 3 and you couldn't open that, there's the key card. That's what you need to open that door. I do not need it since I'm using strength. I'm going to leave it just to kind of help not clutter my stuff too much, my inventory. By the end of the game, it does clutter. Alright. Now, when you get items, typically it's going to make you want to drop it off somewhere, like we do here. Drop points are nice because not only can you, it's more than just dropping off stuff, and sometimes you have to go pick up the bonuses from them as well. But it's also a good, just generic way to drop all those items that you have in your inventory if you need to sell them, and it'll give you money for them. Now I got some tiger claws here. You won't be able to get over there without, if you don't engage them. We're gonna take these down. Now I recommend not taking them out when you can because you get stuff, you get money, and you get experience and street cred. So you could, don't avoid all and not be too concerned about it, but you're missing out on some easy stuff, experience. Plus, it's also just fun. I'm gonna give him a 99 as well. Alright. Go over here. So this is how you can sell items. Like if I wanted to sell these, I could. But as I mentioned in the previous one, in these lower levels, especially if if I am going to do crafting stuff, I break this all down. Once I get, 30, 40 range on the level, then it becomes more worth selling these items. Like this one, if you look at it, it's only going to go for 39 eddies, but when you're higher level, it'll be more like 200, 300. And that's just on the common items. These other ones go for more. That one sells for 50. Anyway, they go for more money when you get higher up, and it's more worth selling it than breaking them down. Then you can just take those eddies and go and buy the components elsewhere. But now we're going to deposit that item, and it completes the job. They usually call you up and thank you for it too, or send you something.
Done and dusted. Jacob sends you his heartfelt thanks. Also says he'll keep a closer eye on his implants from now on. Closing the gig.
Now you don't have to answer the calls. You can avoid them, ignore them, and you'll basically get the same dialogue in the text message. So you never cut yourself out of it, thankfully. All right, so these guys, like I said, I like to take them out. I could just leave them alone, but I like to take them out when I can. These ones are going to be a lot harder to do without getting noticed. So we'll probably get some gunplay here in a second. Yeah, those two. Boom. Okay, and then I leveled up some handgun stuff, which is good. So that's why I recommend you can go ahead and take them out. There's some food. So I got my health regen, gun. Gives you parts for crafting with, and boom, more street cred. So definitely recommend taking them out when you can. Oh, I can't leave weapons lying around. Doesn't hurt to kind of explore some stuff. For example, there's actually a little, pick up food and stuff too. Along that might as well, and bounce back. There's a bit of a parkour stuff here as well. You term it's navigating urban area freely. Some's called pre-running. There's slight differences, but you can do it if you time you hit your buttons right. Like I can actually do a little slide over the hood of a car if you time it right. No, I think you didn't run. No, come on. No, okay, he's just jumped over. Anyway, so you got timing right, and that may be a little too small for it to begin with anyway. There's a little hidden gem over here. You'll discover some of this stuff. So you got that guy there. Ooh. So they're looking right, and they're yellow. It means they're not necessarily coming to attack you, but you're going to raise their suspicion, and then they'll come and start investigating, and then may attack you. So there's some stuff here. I don't have anything. They're too high for me to hack with my low-ass hacking ability, so we'll just have to do this the hard way. You're fine, get up. Alright, so you see these drones definitely took out some tiger claws. And look at that, there's a skill shard for engineering. Never hurts. So you'll encounter skill shards, which are always handy. They'll usually refer to one of your skills, and they'll give you progress, or they'll usually jump you up a little skill level in that particular component. Engineering, I don't usually make a ton of effort with. It usually governs things like grenades, tech weapons, using your technical ability on doors and stuff. I usually don't worry about it. I find there's better uses for my perks when I do instead of going with those. Okay, I think we got enough time to do at least one or two more things, depending on what we come across. Let's see what we got here. Cyberpsycho. We'll do a cyberpsycho. This one you can take out pretty low. Oh yeah, I've got some perks here. Let's go with this too. All right, so we hit the one on the cool, as I mentioned. It's really handy to do that. While it hasn't actually given us any perks yet, if you notice, we do have progress. So just having the one in there gives you progress. And the first one, we hit, it's going to increase our crit chance. Then we'll get some more armor. Then we'll get a perk point for it. So recommend putting one in there just to begin with, and we'll come back to this later. I do think this is a worthwhile skill perk set to pursue. Let's go. Actually, we're going to go back to cool. We're going to do Ninjutsu because this is a handy one, especially starting out when everybody's higher level than us. We can do it a little quicker without them seeing us. So we're going to increase our sneak movement speed. And this guy right here, which is, well, I don't have a silenced weapon yet. I'll come across one. And I don't do knife throw since I'm not worrying about the blade, so I'm not going to do that one. This one, though, still kind of limited in skill set. Maybe not worry about this one just yet. We'll come across the times it'll be handy. It's all about timing and aim, though, so it's a more limited application, so maybe not too important. Let's go to, let's see, either handguns or actually the body might be a good one too, so we'll help getting some health regen there when we get caught up and stuff. So I'm going to do that one. We'll come back to handguns in a little bit, even though that's my primary focus right now. As mentioned before, when I was making the character yesterday, you can actually redo your perks. It costs some money, not usually a terribly large amount. So you ever mess the perks up, or you decide you want to try something different, you can. Your attributes, though, different story. You're stuck with your attributes once you got them. One of the reasons I've played so many different games this is because I wanted to try different attributes. Alright, so this cyberpsycho is back behind here. Regina's gonna call us here in a second. There she'd be.
Hey, V, could you investigate something for me? Caught wind of a scuffle at the docks. Could be junkies, but this thing smells like a cyberpsycho flare-up to me. And I want to know if drugs played any part. A cold body's no good to check, so keep him alive.
Okay, so this one, the secret to this one is getting behind him. Alright, he's got some stuff there. Yeah. This will usually give some background. What you'll find about these cyber psychos, one is there's a couple of components to have for cyber psychosis to occur. One is to have a lot of cybernetics installed. But two, usually there's also a psychological component, some sort of stressor. Most of them you'll find have had some stress issues. Something's happened, something big. Loss of family members, getting screwed over by other people, things like that. That's usually what sets them off. He does drugs, which doesn't help things. All right, so let's try to check. I'm not going to breach it because I'm not going to need much here. What? Now it'll be a little harder because I don't have the skills, but I'm going to go over here. And these guys, Regina wants you to not kill them. So, incapacitate, 99. Now to finish this, we're going to have to go through some stuff. Defender, now this is one of the things, if you want to do a machine gunner, you can carry the power light machine gunner on your inventory. You don't have to carry like the heavy machine gun. But you can definitely go with that if that's something you want to do. I usually don't. Like I said, I think it's out of context with what your character, I think, is kind of meant to be given the game storyline. So I usually don't play with the machine gun. Alright, so this is giving you some background. So this guy's kind of ridiculing him for some things. I'm not going to read through the whole thing. You certainly can if you want. And glitter is a drug that's on the street. It's a designer drug. Got some stuff. Alright. Usually the cyber psycho is going to be your only one. You can also kind of investigate that way too. Yeah, tells you a little information about them. Take that. Now, if I fail to like incapacitate this guy, said they want him to be not killed, so you can go hand to hand with him, or you could try shooting appendages. There's some smart weapons. We haven't come across any yet, but they will give you some options for that sometimes. There's also some mods that you can make your weapons non-lethal with the appropriate get the appropriate requirements met. And if you don't, you can go hand to hand. He'll eventually break contact, come up here, and you'll basically fight in this little kind of landing pad. makeshift boxing ring. All right, so you see that whenever the Intel, what they use for their Intel icon that's marked on there means you got options when it comes to net hacking or net surfing or net running. There we go, net running. Reach protocol, so it's connected. The ping, shows you that all the usually devices in the area are connected, and usually also connected to the people that are in the area. It's like the part of they're logged into the same Wi-Fi network, basically. Yeah, some stuff, rifle ammo, and the report. All right, so we found this one's actually encrypted. There's not many of these in the game, but there's some of them. And you can decrypt them using the same kind of, like I could show them there, same kind of method as you do other stuff. I'll come to that here in a second. Take that. Actually, it might pop up here as an option. And did not. So, if you missed a shard, you weren't able to select it and pick it up, all you gotta do, go up, bring up your menu, got another perk there, we'll come back to that. Go to your shards. Now, ones that need to be encrypted are at the very bottom. I usually just go minimize these guys, because as you get through the game, some of these will have like hundreds of shards if you pick up a lot of them. So minimize them all, and there it is right there. Shows you it's encrypted, crack security, right there, just hit Y, pulls up this bad boy. Now again, be careful with your selections. If you misstep, you can mess it up, you won't get another chance at it. So this one's a 4 sequence, so I have 0 room for error, which means likely that the first one will be right there. So BD, I'm not going to select me, I'm going to kind of map it out, just make sure I get it right. BD 55, BD E9. So pretty straightforward. BD 55, BD E9. Boom. Now you get some more background information. But yeah, it's basically about their pushing drugs, was what it comes down to. The glitter. We get a bust the glitter lab later on. All right, so we did all that. It tells you what you need to do. Next is to message Regina about it. So we hold down, go to Regina, open messages. Check right there that you talk to her. This tells you that we can reply to something. And it tells you what it is. Now if you messed it up, you actually killed him, it'll say that in your head. Oops, made a mistake. Wasn't able to ring him in. He's dead. She'll give you a hard time about it, but really you want to try to get them all done humanely. There's always bonuses for doing the way the fixture wants to do it. Alright. Boom. She'll respond here in a second. We'll go ahead and do this real quick. Alright, so we did body. So that's a good one. I don't usually worry about the fall damage. I mean, it's not usually an issue in this game unless you really fall from a high ground. Carrying capacity with that, I don't usually worry about either because there's usually plenty of drop points to drop all the loot that you do. So that's not usually an issue if you remember to do it. And if you do forget, you're stuck in the middle of the game, in the middle of a mission, just start breaking stuff down. So I think that's not really worth it. Max stamina. This is good, I'd say, if you are doing a melee person, because that's where the most of the stamina gets used in both melee attacks and blocking. I'm not going to worry about that either. So I'm done with this for now until I get some more into it. These are the next ones I want to focus on, the epimorphosis, which increases your health regen threshold, so you can regenerate health a little bit faster out of combat, or in and out. And then this one down here, Wolverine, which means it activates faster, so you get that health back a little quicker. Other useful ones, I'm not doing melee, so that's not important. Not blocking, so that's not important. This can be handy, especially if you're running and gunning. This one too, if you're doing a pistol spec, because then when you're carrying somebody, you can pick them up and carry them. There's another one that lets you use the body as a shield to help reduce. Where'd that go? Yeah, human shield. So you can use that one too. That's another one you can use. But we're not doing any of those, so let's go back. Technical ability. We'll go ahead, I think, and do this one right now. This will help start breaking down all the stuff. It's more of a convenience one. Oops. Go back there real quick. Yeah, I think we're going to do that for now. Like I said, I could go and do some handgun stuff. Reload time and damage. Okay, yeah, we're going to do that just because it's going to make, like I said, convenience ones usually lose priority for me. I can always go back there and manually do it. Right, worry about that right now. I think I may have time for one short thing, and then I'm going to have to delta out of here myself. Got some stuff to do before work. going to lose this bar. Oops, not going to lose this bar just yet. So let's go. That one I won't be able to stealth it. These are all going to be kind of high. Yeah, these are all going to be kind of high. That one's not stealthable either. I'm trying to remember what that one is off the top of my head. Alright, so none of those are going to be on the easy side, but it's fine. I think I want to go do... Yeah, we'll do that one. Take my tiger claw. I'll feel bad, they probably stole mine. Charming, a little bit of skill in this game. If you just floor it, which is just bring the trigger all the way down, it'll immediately try to go max. But you can also bring the trigger half down and kind of rheostat fashion, control how fast you go. But I pretty much always pedal to the metal, unless there's a reason not to. Yeah, I don't obey track laws in this game at all. Alright, this one helps me up some background knowledge. We're going to save this one. I think I need a bit more. You know what? Fuck it. What do I do? It may all go. It may end in tears, but we'll find out here in a second. So, again, since I am lower than all these people, stealth is my friend here. Main thing is if I can turn it off. Got a pillar. There's another one right there. Oh, I should have breached it since I got a couple of these trail. Alright, let's wait for my RAM to regenerate here real quick. Easy beat. Yeah, that's scary. Looks like parasites coming out of that damn thing. Scary. That's the future for you right there. Alright, breach. BD55. There's needs one right there. BD55. So there's some RAM. Regenerated already. And we're going to turn that bad boy off as well. Alright, so some of this is a little tricky. Okay. So he's looking that way. Move quickly here. Quickly now. Quickly. That's why that'll hurt to let you move faster. Stealth is handy because you can get out of their view here before they really detect you. Oh, there's a camera there. Be conscientious of that. Turn off. Usually you turn off faster, it can detect you. And once you update your cyber deck, you'll have the option to make them friendly, which is a handy way because it actually makes it work for you and it will detect other enemies. Okay, there's no one over there. What's there? Did I miss it? There's one right there. That actually can see you if you're not careful. So turn that off. He's red, but he's not a red skull, so I can actually take him down. Would recommend dragging him around for long though. There's I always make use of all those. And let's see here. Make use of strength good. I know there's a little chest back here, someone's got good stuff in it. Yeah, purple. Oh yeah, that's some good stuff there. So we got some purple boots, which I'm actually not high enough level to even use. It requires level 8. Not there yet. This is Sandevistan. If you're familiar with the Edge Runner series, it helps slow down time. You can move faster. I guess it's a little meant to be used more for people who are more combat, not so stealthy. Although you can combine it with stealth with some neat effects, but it takes a bit of skill to do it. And neurotransmitters, which is a mod for Sandevistan. We got some other stuff. There's a helmet, and we got some kicks. Nothing else in here. Alright, so what we need to do here now is talk to this computer, authorize us on the vehicle we're about to steal to get out of here. Anytime now. Uh-oh. They've just messed up. Come on. Come on now. crap. So sometimes it'll do this, get frozen. Usually he will unfreeze himself here in a sec. It's not frozen, but he's just stuck in it. But a lot of times it will. Hope we won't have to restart. Come on now. He may unstick himself. Oh no, come on. I'm not gonna make this easy on us. Well, crap. Alright. Well, alright, so I'm gonna have to restart the mission. You can always reload. Go back. Go back to your last autosave. That sucks. Anyway, this will be after the cyberpsycho. Backtrack a little bit. That's irritating. I hate it when it does that. But honestly, this game doesn't do that often at all. I mean, maybe once a game or once or twice a game do I ever see that. The games are really long, so it's not what I consider to be game breaking, especially for what you get from the game. So that was a little disappointing, but is what it is. Let's get back to it real quick. I'm not gonna be able to do it now. I just don't have time. So we'll get there, and that's where we'll stop, and we'll take that back up. Yeah, stupid traffic light.
V, got a simple gig. There's a van sitting at a Revere Courier Services facility. You're gonna break in, clep it. If you want to know what's in the ride,
I just realized did she talk to me earlier? Maybe not. I know that's one of the things I noticed is on the gigs, on that little objectives on the right side of the screen there, it still said get to the area, who knows what you're going to find. So it may not have activated completely, which may have been why it froze up there. Kind of having in this weird halfway point of doing it, of starting the gig. Anyway, like I said, I really got to get going, guys. So we're going to call this good today. Again, thanks for watching. Like and tell your friends about me. Catch you all later.